listen to fall to the floor.
Hello, welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to look at a really nice plain black box, but as we know, it's not the black box that we're really looking at, it's what's inside, which is a PENBBS pen. I wrote the yellow on there, so I have a few of these, so I wanted to make certain that I kept the right box with the right pen. So I like simple packaging, I like effective packaging, and as we open it up, we'll just see a little foam pad on top. Remove the foam pad and we have the pen. So I have another PENBBS pen I got, different model, which has a similar type of pattern to it, but with a different color. That's the turquoise one. This is the yellow one, and this one is the look that I hope the turquoise one had. It has that chatoyancy to it. You can see the depth in those black swirls. So this is extremely nice acrylic material. I think it just lends itself well in this pen. They did an excellent job in how they did it. This also has some of that material in there, and we'll look at it under a light to see how that looks. And so we have the trusty LED. And you can some granularity is in that yellow material, but for some reason it just doesn't detract from that three-dimensional look of those black veins, which I enjoy in this pen, and also the chatoyancy comes through. Let's change the external light a little bit and see how we can get this to potentially look a little different. Yeah, this is something new I'm experimenting with, you know, kind of like doing the chromatography with inks. You know, this is using a light to explore a pen from the inside out. Now this is looking at the barrel. This is really like a light X-ray, which works well with translucent material. Hopefully, you know, it'll come across well in the final video. You can see how close that converter is to the end of the barrel. So, visual tour. I enjoy owning the same pen in different colors. I like to do that because I just enjoy the aesthetics, the variations, and how it makes each pen look a little differently. Doesn't affect how they write, but it affects the enjoyment I get out of writing with them. So both of these are the PENBBS 323s, and they're just two excellent acrylics. You know, much different as far as color and variations go, but they both have a lot of chatoyancy in them, a lot of depth, and I just enjoy looking at them. I don't know any other way of describing it. So I just wanted to show you those two. In the description, I'll give you a link to my review on the blue one, but they're both nice. I would be remiss if I didn't compare the PENBBS to the other yellow acrylic Chinese pen I have, the Jinhao, which I liked. So the material has some similarities to it. The materials have some similarity to it. The Jinhao has some chatoyancy to it. It actually looks a little bit clearer than the one in the PENBBS. But the design is substantially different, and I think that really distinguishes these two pens. The Jinhao has your classic black section, those metal threads that the cap connects to, where the PENBBS is that same material through and through, which I just think lends itself to a nicer design. And the cap's also one classic cap with a clip and, you know, a top finial. You have a nice over-polished logo there, but the other one just looks good. We got some nice sunlight coming in, so You can really tell the difference between those two acrylics. I'll give a link to the review I have of this Jinhao. So what ink to put in the yellow one? I've been on a Robert Oster kick. This is an ink I haven't put in a pen yet. I did another $10 ink in a review a couple reviews ago, and I was impressed with the ink, so we put this one into pen and let's see what it does. It's always interesting to look at the chromatography, and that's a pretty clean green. Nothing is left from the original application of ink to this filter paper that I'm using for the chromatography, but I know a lot of viewers like to see the chromatography, so let's see if there's a way of relating this to how the ink works on paper. One of the aspects of this design of a pen is it cannot be posted because the cap does not fit on the end of the barrel at all. And this pen was designed to be written with unposted, and it fits perfectly in the hand. I don't know of any other pen that feels as good in the hand as this does. It has this narrow section here that just fits right in the crook of the hand, and it's great. So what you do is you just kind of put the cap like this, doesn't roll away, and pen in hand, it feels really good, and you're ready to put some ink on the paper. I'm impressed. I enjoy all the PENBBS nibs, and this one is no exception. This one may actually be my favorite one, and we're not talking a big difference, we're just talking a subtle difference. When I first put this nib on paper and wrote with it, it felt great. So kudos to whatever they're doing for their nibs, because it works. It's a plain steel nib. Yeah, there's some scroll work on it and some ID identification, you know, PENBBS, it says fine on it. So, but this just works. And I'm impressed with this green. I've fallen in love with a lot of Robert Oster greens, you know, Jade, Sublime, and this is as good as those. I think I may have mentioned to my viewers that I am slightly color blind, so I picked up some paper there in the nib. That's when I did the swatch here. I was a little bit too aggressive. But I see this as a great yellow-green, and I think it's really a really perfect ink to put with this pen. I'm not a fan of yellow ink, so I'm not going to have a yellow ink, but the flow is great, which I attribute to the pen as well as I do to the ink. So another winner from PENBBS. They have a new pen out which looks like the Wingsung 3008, so it's a piston filler, and what they've done is the blind cap and the cap are of a unique color, interesting acrylic color it looks like. I'm not motivated to buy any, so if any of my viewers get one, I appreciate hearing from them and what they think of it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed another look at a PENBBS pen, and hopefully I haven't overstayed my welcome from focusing on this, but it is definitely, this is a great pen no matter how you look at it. Of course, you just hold it right. You know, the materials, the design is unique, the nib works great, and it costs 20 bucks or less. So, can't go wrong. So may you have many great pen, ink, and paper experiences. Explore the many, many varieties that are available to us. Enjoy varieties of life, enjoy life, enjoy your pens. Until we get together again, Bye. Great ink. I love the shading.